Hello, and welcome to Dungeon Pop, and this is an episode of Dungeon Sphere. I don't know if the team has saw the episode title for today, but it is The Conch Not Blown, because the conch is yet to be blown.
And I took the conch list blown. No.
What?
No, keep going. You're gonna get it eventually.
I was gonna write the conch unblown, but I'm like, that doesn't make. Is unblown a word? No.
You can't unblow something.
Yeah.
Okay, let's.
To blow or not to. No.
Oh God.
All right, so I'm gonna do some quick announcements because they're pretty much the same as last week. Melissa has a mini-series coming up in the new year. We have yet to come up with a name.
I'm working on it. It's hard. That's the hardest, hardest part.
It's
Other than casting.
Yes, that was the hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life. Coming up with a name is really is the hardest thing I'll do in the thing.
Trying to pick people for Dungeon Sphere was hard, so like I actually can empathize. It's crazy. You don't want to hurt feelings, and like this person probably could be good, but maybe this person might be like a smidge better. It's just like you're cutting, what is it? Cutting hairs at that point? Splitting hairs. Yeah.
Yeah, like I had 10 folks that I chatted with, and I wanted to play with all of them. But that is an impossible table. I know, I've played with a table of 14 before, and that's real hard. And I didn't want to do it on a stream. So
yeah, I wouldn't be able to fit everyone in an overlay.
Not with that attitude.
We can always keep everyone in our back pocket for like this new mini series that's going to come up later. Finchwink, the Institute of Magic. That's going to be exciting.
What?
Finchwink.
Oh.
It's like a finch winking. Finchwink.
Why don't we consult me on names?
It's a beautiful name.
That?
It is Finchwink Institute. It's basically the MIT of magic, but like, yeah. So that will be exciting. Lots of stuff in the works for that. And then, yeah, the last announcement. I think it's the last announcement. The last announcement is that next week will be our last actual episode of this before the break until after the new year. But on the 29th, we will be running a holiday winter special one-shot ran by Wyatt.
I can't wait to murder somebody.
Yeah, that's the
Wonderful.
true DM.
Tis the season to murder.
I have one specific announcement for Umbran, Vrexil, and Canari. Canari, because I have Strixhaven now in D&D Beyond, you have access to a spell called Borrowed Knowledge.
Oh yeah.
So that's a good one. Vrexil, you have 2 spells that you have access to. One of them is called Kinetic Joust, which
What?
sounds right up your alley,
It's
but
a
also
battle of the mind.
well, actually, Kinetic Joust, it increases your movement speed. It makes it so that you can't be affected by opportunity attacks. And it has something else that I can't remember.
Walking speed increased by 10, don't provoke opportunity attacks, and you can move through the space of other creatures without it being difficult terrain.
Yeah. Which, like, that applies to enemies, too. Usually we ignore it for... But then the other one is also very, very up your alley. It's called Vortex Warp. That is so cool. You basically just, like, I'm going to teleport you over here. Sorcerers have access to all of the ones except Borrowed Knowledge, I think. So there's also there's one like Silver Barbs, which is really good. It's kind of OP for a first level spell. It's insane. Then I think sorcerers also get access to Wither and Bloom, which is like a big necrotic ball of energy. But then also you can have one of your allies regain hit points with an unspent hit die. So that's pretty cool. And then the last one. Nope, I said all of them.
Thrust?
Silver Barbs seems right up Umbran's alley. I'm not gonna lie, and we can make it purple instead of silver if you want.
I
Is this
mean,
a-
we threw the color green in the trash when it said green flame blade. Like, get that shit out of here.
Yeah, like it ain't green. Who puts colors on spells? All right, so with that, we are going to get into the episode because, it's that time. So last episode, you all had explored this shallow port city, town, floating city, whatever you want to call it, that's what it is. A place of scumbag, scoundrels, betrayer, rabbit people, and lots of other craziness. And it's a lawless place. Like you looted bodies in broad daylight, and then everyone else kind of like vultured the rest of the equipment and armor that you didn't take. You also started having some really good connecting moments with Team Genie. It's like the first team that you all haven't explicitly hated right away. So that was really reassuring for me.
To be fair, one person explicitly hates someone on a lot of the team. Most of us are kind of
Listen.
ambivalent
This
at
bitch
best.
came swinging for Umbran. This is not weird that I hate her. This bitch is all like, oh, your team leader Canari. Like, who do you think runs the show, you dumb?
So we have
know what they
some we had some really good role play last time, and we had some really good information that was sort of delivered to your team. And towards the end of the episode, some very, very big moments happened. One, you met Slimy, and that was great. Slimy, what a character. And Jerome
Wow.
gained sentience and can now speak one-on-one with Umbran.
Do not know how I feel about this.
And his goal is to become king.
Am
So.
thinking this will be bad down the road.
So, oh yeah, and I'm wearing a Schitt's Creek shirt.
Hey,
That's David, and he's in a field.
David.
It was the moment before she's like, "You have a bug on your dress," and he was like, "Ew, fuck."
Yep. No, that's it.
That's the one F word for today. No more F words.
So we have said bitch like 6 times.
That's fine. We're PG-13. We get one.
Yeah.
So you spent the night on the ship. You headed back after some drinks were had. Canari was a little
Woo girl energy.
party hardy. Braenna was fine. Braenna drank a lot, but
I'm
dwarf.
Braenna's a dwarf. She's fine.
Canari had 2.
the night on the ship was peaceful, and the ship was restocked that day. The rest of the crew had gone and gotten more food, got more fresh water, more salt for any of the fish that might be caught along the way. It was a pretty fruitful stop, and the crew's ready to get out of here. It smells really bad. You remember the little chamber pot was kind of like almost dumped on Umbran, and it was they want to get out of here. It smells, it's not fun, except the bar, because that tavern was like, oh yeah, everyone's just like here to have a good time. And there's also sort of like a gang war about to happen, so Barbarossa wants to get out of here. But you all gotta say if there's anything else you want to do. No?
I
Okay.
think we're good.
So that means that you start your journey back into the fog of the Lost Seas. The Bloody Kraken slips through that veil into the obscured waters. And you travel for about 3 days. Just the same old, making sure that you're doing the chores, washing the decks and yourselves, eating, trying not to go stir crazy, trying to keep yourselves busy. Everyone probably has something to do. Moxie has a book that she's trying to read, and yeah, the Book of Eldath.
Doesn't read. That's on her back now. It's fine.
I thought the book turned into a tattoo.
No, it's both
Yeah.
now.
So Moxie's just trying to read it from her back by doing this the whole time. It's just in a circle.
Need a mirror. Lady Lixmora definitely tries to flirt some more with the girls. To much avail. And it's just quaint and pleasant. But on the third day, I need someone to roll me a d6 and see what happens.
5.
Didn't you already roll?
Did I? Someone else rolled in.
Wait, we had 2 rolls. Who rolled the last 2
I rolled
rolls?
one.
I rolled first. I
Roll
got
first.
us to the Dragon Island.
And then I rolled to get us back to the Dragon Island, hence when we had the storm.
Yes. Oh yeah, you rolled and caused the storm.
And then
And
I
then
think Meg
I
rolled.
think it was Meg who rolled for Shallowport.
Okay, then someone else roll.
Yeah, so now Wyatt or Jacob, one of you gets to choose.
Go for it.
I got it.
A
6.
Ooh.
Oh god.
all right.
Oh,
no.
jeez.
I rolled a dragon.
Suddenly, as the fog breaks, I need everyone to roll me a dexterity check. As the ship barrels
Just a check or save?
straight, acrobatics check or athletics check, either one of those. As the ship barrels straight into a massive whirlpool.
Oh, Jesus.
Oops.
Natural 20 for a 27 acrobatic.
Dirty 20.
All right.
Ooh,
So a
a
natural
7.
20 for a 27.
Whoa.
15 only.
I got a 17, which is good for Canari.
How is 15 our lowest this time?
All of you seem fine. But the ship begins to lurch to the side as the whirlpool starts to pull the ship around in its almost gravitational pull towards the center. And Captain Barbarossa, First Mate Scalesy, and the rest of the crew begin to shout, lowering the sails, screaming at each other. They're almost in a panic. You all are below deck, however. What would you like to do?
Braenna's gonna run up and assist any way she can.
Yeah, Moxie would go up and follow to just see what's going on.
Yeah,
Vrexil,
For
staying
folk-
below deck, is in the middle of transferring an infusion, and so is like desperately trying to like keep things connected, like stay connected. Is that like 99% loaded? And he's just like, no, come on.
Yeah, Umbran is part of the folks who do not have crazy strong whirlpool magic to stop this, so it's just running upstairs to help however necessary.
Yeah, Canari's running up and is gonna get onto deck where she can. Actually, she'll be back by Captain Barbarossa at the helm. Just when she wants me to. I have control water ready to cast whenever she's ready for it.
Yeah, Braenna's helping brace the sails to make sure they're pointing in the right direction and stuff.
All right. So, as you reach the top deck and you look out, you see that this is an expanse of water with whirlpools everywhere. These are very dangerous waters. And as soon as Captain Barbarossa sees Canari, you see her trying to maintain control of the wheel, the helm.
Not of approval.
And she looks at Canari. Ah, it's good to see you here. Do your magic. Do something.
Well, okay. And Canari's just gonna run up, and as she does it, she'll like rub her hands together. Because is the transfusion that that Vrexil's working on her shield? Okay, cool.
If it's been 3 days of quiet nothing, Vrexil technically should have been able to get all of his
It's
necessary stuff.
yeah,
done.
it probably is. It is a transfer. He's taking it off his armor and putting it on.
Oh.
Shield,
Okay.
but it could be done by now.
Okay.
Also, have you managed to make a grappling hook for me?
I don't have I.
That is a question for Vrexil. You had 3 days, so.
I mean, Vrexil would definitely have put the time into it. My question is, I suppose, did he succeed?
Roll me a Tinker's Tool check.
Alrighty. Ooh, first time in a while I get to use tool expertise. Okay. Let's see. Oh. Okay. So that's a 15. 15 plus my intelligence plus double my proficiency is 26.
Yeah, you make it. It's really good.
Ooh,
So
grappling
probably using a little bit of the gunpowder from the ship, like just enough to kind of just provide that like propulsion. But yeah, we probably spent the bulk of the second day like running and just like sneaking past the captain and like shooting it up to the net, and then she's like, "What are you doing?" And then we're like, "Yeah," and we run to like the other side of the ship. And we do it later.
Control water is up, and I'm gonna choose redirect flow, just so I'm in line with Captain Barbarossa, and I'll make my way up there.
You give yourself. You take a deep breath, and you hold out your hands to the water, and you start to redirect the flow, and you settle the waters that seem to be swirling around you, threatening to drag you inward. And as it settles, your ship begins to get pulled in another direction, as another nearby whirlpool seems to start dragging you along.
Yeah, I got. Vrexil has nothing.
It's a concentration spell, so I can keep it up for 10 minutes, and I'll just keep doing that, just kind of guiding us through all the whirlpools.
Every time you hit a whirlpool, you use your magic to calm the waters and get yourselves to a relatively safe position each time. However, the waters seem to be almost dragging you towards a rocky, jagged land. And in the distance, you see what appears to be several different glowing crystals on this island and a crashed ship. All across this crashed ship appears to be masses and clumps of kelp and seaweed.
If we get too close to any large, like, jutting rock, Vrexil will cast Shatter at it to try, like, in anticipation of us reaching it, so that it hopefully is just enough to break it up, but only if it's like we're about to ram it.
Team Empyrean said that the seaweed wasn't aggressive unless eaten, correct?
That was Scorpion, right?
Yeah. You mentioned don't eat the seaweed, and we spoke with, I think, Blue Rock, whatever his name was.
Mm-hmm.
I just wrote down don't eat it, yeah.
Don't eat the kelp. Yeah, if there's anything to that when Vrexil is shattering, Braenna, if we get too close, Braenna will use the Dwarven Thrower to whack the rocks after the shatter goes off to break them up completely.
And you both you come in handy as you see various different jagged rocks jutting out of the water. And as much as Canari can control the waters, the movement of the ship threatens to drag you right into those rocks. Through combined effort of Vrexil and Braenna, you might be able to get past them without difficulty. So Braenna, I will need you to make me 3 attack rolls, and Vrexil, they will automatically fail their save. So just roll me some damage. See what happens.
This is just one instance of the spell.
There will be 6 total that you may have to get through. But Braenna can only handle 3 at the moment.
Okay. Vrexil will save spell, like, I can't cast that many times, so Vrexil will save it for the ones that seem most dire. But I'll certainly shoot.
Yikes!
Shoot a bunch of.
First attack is a 13.
You smack the rock, and it seems to take off a good chunk of it, but the ship does scrape up against it. However, it doesn't puncture the hull.
Cool. Well, that's a little better. 21 on the second one.
This time, your aim is true, and you're able to make purchase on a rock that threatens to really do some damage. And the hammer even sinks into the water, and you hear this.
Braenna is fully thoring right now, holding her hand out ready for it to come back.
And I do. I do.
You do.
I'll have to figure out a good name for it that's not Dwarven Thrower.
Yeah, something cool.
I'll find my Dwarven dictionary and find something fun.
I'm all for it.
Right. Third attack is a 10 again on the dice, so 21.
21. So same thing happens. You are able to destroy the next rocky jut out of the sea, and it seems to work pretty effectively in clearing your way. However, you do see a few more. Vrexil is in position to take care of the next one, at least.
Okay. Want me to roll damage for that?
Yeah.
Alright, so that is 3d8. Ooh, that's good so far. Nice. That is 21 points of damage.
Whoa.
All right. So
Yeah.
you raise. Flavor it for me. How do you do the shatter? Let's do that.
It probably looks something like the like pulse grenades from the chase scene in the second episode 2 of Star Wars, where it's just like it's just like this little glowing ball that just kind of like Vrexil takes his slingshot, which he has one, and just kind of like, and then it. And then like a rush, like a flat line that just detonates off a big chunk of this.
Sounds almost like a depth charge.
100%, and is trying to center it, kind of center of mass the rock, so that at least hopefully it gives us like a couple feet of clearance as we scrape by.
If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm making a map right now. Y'all are rolling terribly when trying to get to these islands.
I tried my best.
Well, I mean, at least all we have basically are the islands.
Yeah. We had a 66% chance of getting to the island, and what did we not do?
Yeah.
I realized, could I, because I think there's, 2 more of the rocks?
There are.
I will help by casting Guiding Bolt on them.
Okay.
Since that isn't concentration. And so I'll burn those 2 spell slots to cast it twice.
I am all for that.
Cool.
You just need to roll me damage.
Do you want me to roll to hit? See if I do, or...
Oh yeah. It does require an attack roll, doesn't it?
Yeah. That first one, I think, that's just an 11.
You are able to do the same, that Braenna did, you kind of get the top.
Okay.
Now roll me damage. See what happens.
Yeah. Last D6 somewhere. I'll just here. Ooh. 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage. Unfortunately, it appears as though you do a little bit, but certainly not enough to protect the ship from damage. And as you ram into this rock, you hear the crunch of the hull break. And you hear from below that water is rushing in. And Captain Barbarossa yells, "We're gonna have to aim for the land and salvage from that ship." And she begins steering the ship towards the land with the towards that shipwrecked vessel that you see in the distance.
Do you want the second attack for the other outcrop?
Yeah. See how much damage happens.
Well, that one's 26.
That's much better.
And that one is 14 points of damage.
All right. You were able to successfully negate the damage, or destroy it enough to not deal too much damage, but it definitely makes a score across the hall. You kind of like wince as you hear it. That might need some repair as well, but certainly the previous one was the one to be concerned about.
And then with control water, would I be able to, with the water that's coming into the bottom of the ship, would I be able to go down essentially? Like, are we out of the danger of the whirlpools to where I could go down and like push the water out and like try and hold it?
Yeah, as you look around, it appears as though you had cleared the... Yeah, you've cleared it. You've cleared the whirlpools.
Cool. I'll go ahead and do that.
As Canari heads down there to start bailing out water with magic, Umbran would like to go down and start trying to mend what parts of the ship he can to keep as much water out.
Once you get down, you do notice that there are some punctures that the mending can definitely help stimmy. And you work with the crew to patch up, do some patch jobs of some of the minor holes, the minor scrapes. But it's definitely going to need some repairs. Some major repairs. Which, you know, Vrexil might be able to help with. And
definitely game.
You find yourselves running into the shallows, the ship scraping against the bottom of the sand, or the sand and the bottom of the waters, and sticking in place as the water becomes too shallow for the ship to continue on. Anchors are lowered just in case. You don't know if tides or something is going to be pulling themselves up. But for now, it appears as though you are shipwrecked.
Cool.
And everyone breathes a sigh of relief because you did not sink, which is always a success.
Is there any kind of like a port or an obvious landing spot that we missed because of this, or is it just sort of like land where you can and we just happen to wind up somewhere?
Roll me a perception check. See what you see.
Ooh, not good. Can I use this on myself? Hold on. You or another creature. Yeah, I'll use my flash of genius to turn that from a from an 8 to a 13.
All right. You look out, and it appears as though this is one island that has not had any semblance of civilization, any docks or anything. It seems as though the best course of action would probably just get close to the shore and get to the land if necessary.
Potentially not beach ourselves, but you know,
Right.
as things must be at the moment.
The shoreline itself appears to be both a mixture of sands and rocks. Definitely not a place where you could just, you know, settle down, start a farm, raise a family. The ground seems too malnourished to be able to support any sort of sustainable life for a time. It doesn't appear to be a hostile land, but you will probably want to find yourselves off the island soon. However, there is one notable thing that you see, and that is the variety of glowing red and blue crystals a little past the shoreline, where the ground starts to turn into this lichen covered dark rocks and dirt.
Has Vrexil seen anything like these crystals before?
They don't appear to be like rubies or sapphires or anything, but you can give me an Arcana check to see if you can remember anything.
Okay. Arcana. Total, natural, not natural 20, dirty 20.
Yeah, you think that those crystals are simply just a form of light-producing crystals. Nothing of a significant value to them. They just have a faint glow. However, with the dirty 20, you do know that if you were to take chunks of these crystals, the red you could shape into a sort of arcane focus or put it into like an amulet or something to empower fire magic a little bit, and the blue empowers cold.
Would these gems satisfy the material components of the spell Gem Bolt?
Yes.
Okay.
Which is a homebrew.
Yeah, definitely using. I think Smith's tools would probably have something sufficient to try and break off some pieces of these.
Mm-hmm.
But we can confirm this was not one of the islands where they said there was a key.
Yes.
So we don't really have much business here.
Vrexil's just like, hey, look over here, and then raises the Smith's hammer over his head and like, whoa! There's some gemstones over here. I think we could use these. These look nice.
Do you need someone to carry some of those for you there?
And also maybe to.
You know,
like
I'm a little better at hitting things than you are. Maybe you want me to do that for you.
Yeah, that might be nice.
Braenna will go over and hit some rocks.
I have finished the map.
Yay!
This is what you see.
Woohoo! Vrexil was like wiping sweat after like a solid 30 seconds of hard labor, just like.
30 seconds of hard labor.
Braenna comes
all
over
that
and
work.
starts hitting a few rocks, and like 10 minutes later, she's barely even broken a sweat.
Oh, my map loaded and only Canari was there just in the middle of the water by herself.
Water's just still
Only
up and
one
she's just
who made
surfing
it.
around.
Now, question for Vrexil. Do you have Soren today?
Do I?
You would have had 3 days to do any of the stuff that you needed to do to like bring Soren to life. Back to life.
No, I don't. I've got the shield, the spell ring, and he's got something on his own armor now. So no Soren today.
I say our next point of business should be finding a way to make Soren not an infusion, so we can always have him.
I want him to be a real bird.
So he's always Soren.
I'm soaring,
Oh my god.
flying.
There's not a star in heaven. Sorry. Umbran's gonna go check out the spooky ghost ship.
So you all first, Captain Barbarossa looks between all of you. All right, this is your job. Go make sure that that it's safe for us to start salvaging. Thank you.
As I jump off the ship, I'm going to take extra care that no salt water gets on Jerome.
I really do appreciate that, Master.
Do we all? Does anybody else?
Umbran is the only one that can hear him because Umbran is the one that sprinkled the dust. And the ship is over here. Ship.
Well, Umbran talking to Jerome isn't anything new, so Canari doesn't
No,
think anything
it's
of
not.
it. Well, like you
Umbran's
talked to
never
him before.
spoken to Jerome before.
What?
No, I don't.
Really?
Why would I talk to my frog?
I don't know, because you love him and cherish him and want him to be well socialized.
Yeah. I think Moxie
None of that
probably
would have
notice.
ever occurred to Umbran.
Good point.
She would assume that she's that Umbran is talking to it the way that she talks to the constable. So
No. Umbran is very pointedly making a scene of not speaking to Jerome. When he talks to him, it's just, well, I don't say anything. Don't look at him. Nothing's changed and nothing's different. But I don't want my little freshwater frog to get salt water on him. He'll get all right out and it'll hurt him.
Master, I believe that the safest place to be would be to be on top of your head.
From my own volition, to make sure Jerome is as far away from salt water as possible, I do put him on top of my head. Which is a logical assumption to make and not strange.
All right.
And I'm
Just
making
don't
my
tip
way to
over.
the ghost ship.
So the ship stands before you. Feel free to just move yourselves around. Get to wherever you want.
I think
Nothing bad's gonna happen.
Here, step in this bear trap.
I'm getting paper because I want to draw a picture.
well,
Not
I
because of
assume
anything.
Braenna's way up there now.
I mean, I feel like Moxie would be really reckless and immediately make for these masts that are sticking out and walk up them as much as she can to balance on them.
All right. Give me an acrobatics check.
23.
Yeah, you are elegantly walking along this mast. It's sort of partially in the water, but you jump onto the part that isn't, and then you start making your way across. You don't even have to stick your hands out or anything. You're just one foot after the other. You maybe do a flip and then land back on it.
She would. So,
Everyone applauds.
kind of looking around to see if she can get a better vantage point, but she's also doing flips.
Doing flips and shit.
Yeah, just like the dolphins.
Yeah, the flips.
Could I cast See Invisibility as we get closer to the ship?
Of course.
I will do that.
You begin trying to scan, and it doesn't appear as though there's anything invisible. But roll me a perception check, just in case.
I will guide myself. That is a 19.
Yeah, you're looking around and you're not seeing anything invisible, so you think that it's safe to proceed. Vrexil, are you just gonna stay behind a little bit? Cautiously approach.
Everybody's going, right?
Braenna was up near the crystals.
Everyone is gonna be there.
Vrexil is staying, excuse me, and tinkering with the crystals, unless it looks like everybody else is going, in which case he would drop.
Oh, so you would have needed to like get onto the land to get the crystals.
Oh yes, I'm.
Pick one of these clumps, whichever one like appeals to you the most. Choose your clump.
Yeah, you pick the clump, and then Braenna will have.
Which one of these is trapped?
All of them.
All right, we're going to the big one there in the center.
Okay, that's where Braenna will be too.
All right, Moxie, as you get closer to the ship, roll me a perception check.
Oh. Maybe. I got an 8.
An 8?
Yeah.
You begin to smell the stench of decay. An awful smell that makes you feel almost nauseous. But you can't discern where it's coming from. It just hits you the closer you get. Canari and Umbran, you also start smelling it the closer you get.
Oh,
Oh,
I
it
do
smells
not.
terrible here.
Does smell like something's decaying.
I wouldn't know.
How long do you think this ship has been here that we can still smell decaying stuff?
Well, I mean, it's on the side of the. It's on a rocky shore in the middle of an ocean.
Dev, are these vines that creeping over it seaweed, or are these sort of an inland vine that's crept out here?
Roll me a nature check.
Oh, nature! I don't have that.
I'll give you guidance.
I'm glad I went to get this dice out from under my bed. That's a natural 19 plus
Oh,
2
wow.
Hey!
plus a d4 of
It
a 1,
appears-
so 22.
It appears to be coming from the water, but also the ship itself. Some of the vines lead into the water, and some of the other some vines lead into the ship.
So the ship is like leaching this into the water.
Well,
Mines?
what Umbran discerns is that maybe the vines are rooted on the ship or something, and they've sent some roots or some other appendages or whatever to the water to get that water requirement for life.
Doesn't
Yeah, just-
typically work with seawater like that, but go off magical plants, I guess.
Then you look down and you notice that one of the vines has a fish caught in it. The fish is squirming around.
We will
As
set
if-
the fish free.
All right. You reach down, you cut the fish free, and the vine that you cut starts retracting back into the ship. And then, as you follow it into the ship, you see a hand appear, reaching over
A
this
plant
little
hand or a
opening.
people hand?
It looks like a people hand.
Uh-oh.
It grabs the side, and then it grabs another hand appears and it grabs the side. And then you see another set of hands,
Uh-oh.
and then another set of hands. And they start raising themselves out of the ship, and you see a horde of zombies.
Gonna
Whoa.
back up a little bit.
And everyone
as
roll
that's
initiative.
Going on.
Ooh.
A horde of zombies. That's fun.
Ooh.
Oh, Vigilant Blessings on Moxie.
just gotta get the zombies up on there. Zombie. 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 It's in the ship. In the ship. Zombies.
We remember if psychic works on zombies. Oh, that's a lot of them.
That is a very... Oh, I'm so excited. Let's go whack some zombies.
Jeff,
Oh wow.
do we remember if psychic damage works on zombies?
You remember that they do not work on zombies.
Fuck. There goes literally everything I can do.
I think. Let me double check. Oh no,
Because
they
we
work on
were-
zombies.
Did you? Okay, good.
Yeah, yeah.
We were in the zombie area and I forgot.
These zombies appear to be sort of bloated, but there's vines and such wrapped around them, almost as if the vines are animating them in a sense. All right. Who rolled over a 20?
Uh-oh.
All right. Who
All the
rolled
zombies.
15 through 20?
17.
Also 17.
Who wants to go first?
I think Braenna, do you have the better dexterity of the two? of
I
us?
have 16 dex.
Yeah, that beats mine. So you go ahead.
Okay.
What's your name? Canari.
Who are you?
And who got between a 10 and a 14?
I got 14.
11.
Also 11.
Ooh, definitely you first.
11 and 11. Wait, what did Moxie get?
14.
All right. And then Umbran and Vrexil. At least everyone roll over a 10. So that's good news. All right, Braenna, you get to go first. However, you're completely on the other side of the ship. Roll me a perception check.
Oh, 15 on the dice. For 19.
You hear from the other side of the ship some moaning and some creaking and the gasps of your allies.
Okay. Question.
Yes.
How tall is this sideways boat?
It is about 30 feet tall.
30 feet tall? Cool beans. I would like to take
Boat.
step back 5 feet, 10 feet, long jump up to the top of there if I can.
All right, it works out.
Okay, so that is my movement, I assume. I'm going to take
Got the initiative up.
action for more movement, and I'm just going to just jump down. From the way this is, and I'm kind of assuming it's almost up and down, so I kind of just want to jump, rage mid-air, and land down here.
All right. For that, roll me an acrobatics check.
That is a dirty 20.
All right. You jump and you land in the water. The splash coats Canari because you're just this dense little cannonball like landing in the water, splashes over the zombies. But it's a superhero landing, and you raise up with your warhammer in one hand and your dwarven thrower in the other.
Pretty much, yep. And I've raged, so my folks are all around. And that's my turn. Hey guys, I'm here.
Oh,
All right, Canari, Braenna has just jumped down in front of you, and this snaps you out of whatever surprise or shock that you might have had. It wasn't actually a surprise round because you saw the hands. There was like time to like be like, oh, let's get ready. But it makes you want to move. You're like, oh, I'm so vigilant. Let's go. I feel blessed with vigilance.
I beg of you. It's nothing. It's nothing. Cool. Canari's gonna be like, I thought we were done with zombies already, and she's gonna grab her holy symbol and just throw it in front of her, as like the silver twilight starts to glow on each of the gems that are in her holy symbol. And I'm gonna, because I think they're just zombies, as far as I can tell. So I'm gonna do Channel Divinity to try and destroy undead.
All right. Hells yeah. So they need to roll something, right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to
Wisdom
remember where.
save.
Yeah, it should be a wisdom save of DC 15.
All right, I am going to roll each of them individually.
Okay.
And you said a DC what?
15.
15. All right, zombie number 1. Actually, flavor this for me. Like, how do you do this? Channel Divinity. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think Canari, as like all the water is like raining down from Braenna's cannonball, Canari's eyes kind of flicker silver as she like almost brings all of them into her holy symbol, and then kind of throws her hands out, and the water just expands out of her with kind of this like moon, almost like the tides are rising with the pull of the moon and everything like that, as it just kind of rockets out in a 30-foot radius. So that should hit all of them.
Oh yeah. So as
fun
this energy rockets out, it seems as though each of the stars is trying to, each of the stars of this twilight energy shoots forward and tries to essentially shoot through each zombie and destroy them. So zombie 1, oh wait, what is their wisdom? They have a +0 to wisdom.
Okay, straight rolls.
More wise than I thought was expecting.
They have their wisdom modifier is -2, but they have a specifically like saving throw is wisdom +0.
Oh.
Yeah.
Proficiency.
All right.
There's some wise zombies.
1 fails and gets blasted away. As one of the stars of the twilight hits it, the zombie essentially just starts burning up and turns to ash. Number 2.
They are okay. CR. So they are CR like 1/2 or lower then.
Yes.
Awesome.
Baby zombies.
Baby zombie do.
Number 2 actually saves with a 17 on the die.
Oh, good for him.
Number 3 turns to ash. Number 4 destroyed. Number 5 stays. Number 6 burns. Number 7 dead. Number 8 saves. All 3 that have saved all rolled 17s.
Wow.
Yeah. These are resilient zombies. That is a 16 for number 8. Broke the pattern. 9 destroyed. 10 destroyed. 11 destroyed. So you took the fun away from Braenna, but there's still 4 left. Oh, and 12. Oh, 12 is dead.
How many?
There were 4 that saved though.
Which one did I say saved?
7 also saved.
7.
How many was that?
8 of the 12.
Not bad.
Does Canari get to add those 8 to the kill tracker?
Oh,
Sure
probably.
does. Bump your numbers way up.
Yeah, no kidding. I haven't. The
That is
last
the
time I
first
dropped an
time-
enemy was the first time I dropped, or most recent time I
Right.
dropped an enemy was, I think, technically in the fight against Lord Oranon in level 2,
We haven't really done a real fight since then,
except for Leviathan, but I
Yeah.
didn't get any of the killing blows on them. So
And you just
I didn't
toss the
either.
merit away.
yeah, bye. And blew him up
Bye,
300 feet in the air.
The Merit
Um,
also just come out of the ghost ship.
This is the first time that I've actually seen or had anybody do channel divinity to kill like a mass horde of undead. So
I really wanted to do
Kudos.
it in.
I think Wendella had a turn undead situation one time.
Mhm.
did you?
Yeah.
Was it
I
turn
thought
undead
second-
or destroy undead?
I think that was just a turn, so there was no destroying. But there was a mass undead situation.
All right. Well, Canari, that was your action. Once you're done, you will be able to pass the turn on to Moxie.
I don't think I. Yeah, I'm not going to cast Spiritual Weapon yet. So, yeah, Moxie will go ahead.
Okay. She is just going to stay up here, and which of these did I want to do? Yeah, she'll just Bolt of Mercy at I think it's 8. So many tabs. No, at 5. Wow. Okay. That's just a 13.
What did you do?
Bolt of Mercy at 5.
Oh, Bolt of Mercy at 5. Okay. A 13. Zombies are particularly easy to hit with an AC of 8.
Wow. What idiots! That's not the right name. Oh gosh. That's 8 damage.
Which one did you hit?
5.
8 damage. All right.
And then that's an attack, so I can attack again, right?
That was a spell.
Okay, so that doesn't count as an attack,
Correct.
even though it's listed under my attacks.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, well then there we go. That's it for wait, am I close to anybody? Kind of. As a bonus action, I'm gonna use a thing to dodge. A key point to dodge.
Yep.
For my bonus action.
Patient defense, you use a bonus action, and because you are within 5 feet of Canari, what happens?
She gets a +2 AC.
Oh, shit.
Until Moxie's next turn.
Yep.
While you remain within 5 feet. All right. Moxie, isn't that your turn?
Yeah, it's the end of my turn.
All right. The zombies start marching forward. One of them is going to try and walk the mast towards Moxie, so I'm going to roll an acrobatics
They
check.
can't have that much attack.
Oh my god, I rolled a natural 20.
Oh my god.
That
That's
zombie used to be a tightrope
started-
walker when he was alive.
Yeah. It walks the mast and it just like elegantly like steps its way towards you, and then it will try to make a slam attack against you. +3 to hit. Does a 16 hit you?
No.
All right, so oh yeah, it has disadvantage. The same roll. Then it will be 7 will walk up to Braenna, and 2 will also walk up to Braenna. So let's do 7's attack first. That will miss with a 7 on the die. 2's attack will go next with an 11 on the die. That will miss. So that's then the last one will also miss. They're all just like, meh. And Braenna's just like, no, stop, get out of here.
I mean, come on, guys.
I'm not that guy.
And then Braenna, one of the vines wraps around your ankle.
Rude.
And oh no, it doesn't wrap around your ankle. One of the vines starts raising up to the side of you. Canari sees it, but you don't actually see it. And then the vine smacks out, or starts just like slamming out at you. And it will hit for 2d6.
Still rude.
Who are you
6
hitting?
plus 2, Braenna.
Okay.
So that will be 8 bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make a DC 14 Constitution saving throw at advantage.
Okay, well, I'm gonna half the damage because bludgeoning. And I'm raging. What am I rolling?
Constitution.
16. It's a garbage
All right,
roll.
you were
Only
not
got a 9.
poisoned. But
The
then
dice.
a large plant-like creature with several vines, several different skulls appearing along its exterior, and different flowers that haven't bloomed yet, that appear to have not bloomed yet, on its backside as it emerges from the interior of the ship.
It's a big plant.
Fucking love corpse flowers.
It's a big plant.
Big plant.
Big plant.
Corpse flowers
Very
are so fucking dope. I love them.
Then it
I've
will
never
move forward.
fought one before. I'm excited.
It starts to creep forward at a speed of 20 feet. And it will make an additional attack, because it can make 3, at Moxie. Moxie, that will be 21 to hit.
Yeah.
Oh, it has to do it at disadvantage. It actually misses because of your patient defense. So you dodge out of the way.
Nice.
Canari will also make an attack against you.
Okay.
But that one will hit.
22.
Yeah, I rolled a
Wow.
17
Jesus.
as a plus
okay.
5 to hit.
Nice.
And
Good hit.
Is that factoring in your new +1 shield?
Yeah.
and the plus
With,
2 from Moxie.
Yeah, so I have a 22 AC as of this moment, and it definitely hit. That hurts.
That will be 9 bludgeoning damage, and then I need you to make a DC 14 Constitution saving throw.
Sure.
Add or subtract 4 from the
Okay,
damage.
so 5 damage. And then a DC 14 con save, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, 16.
16, you do not take the poison damage.
Yay.
All right. It is now Umbran's turn.
Well, the corpse flower changes what I was gonna do. So instead, I'm gonna throw a 3rd level Tasha's Mind Whip at the corpse flower and the zombie up by Moxie. And those are intelligence saves of 16.
All right. They are so intelligent, like you can't even believe how intelligent these zombies are. Oh my god, I rolled a natural 20, so that's a 16.
For the zombie or the corpse flower?
The zombie, you attack the zombie next to Moxie, right?
And the corpse flower.
Yeah, so the zombie rolled a 20 minus 4 to 16.
Okay.
What's the DC?
16.
All right, so the tightrope, also superior intellect zombie succeeds. Let's see if the corpse flower does. The corpse flower rolled a 9, so it does not succeed.
Alright, so it's gonna be 17 points of damage to the corpse flower, and then 8 to the zombie.
All right. The zombie is still trekking.
And then the corpse flower is restrained. The zombie is not. You know, in the way
Have
Conch
restrained.
defined with restrained thing.
Right. And yeah. Once you're done, you can pass it on to Vrexil.
Yeah, and I will stay where I am.
Vrexil. Vrexil's like looking where Braenna just disappeared over the top, like, no. Okay.
Dinner prepare spider climb today?
Not today.
I gave you the wand of webs. Web yourself up there.
Yeah, just Spider-Man yourself up there.
I forgot I have the wand of web. Oh.
I know, everyone forgets about the wand of webs.
Because I prepared the web spell, which I wouldn't have done if I'd remembered. Oh, okay.
You had 3 days to remember you had the wand.
Or no, it's more like I had 3 days to forget that I had the wand.
Just threw it in the bag of holding and forgot about it.
So this
about it?
ship, is it old and decrepit enough that if he comes up to the other side, like, can you see through like old rotting planks and like does Vrexil have any idea what's going on the other side, or is this just like, oh, that doesn't sound good?
You hear the sounds of combat, splashing of water. You heard like a little bit of like a cinematic muted explosion. But roll me a perception check to see what you can see.
Okay, yeah, he's gonna run up to the side of the ship right there and just try and like peek through the oh no, flash of genius again. Perception is 12.
You go to the ship to try and find some hole that you can look through, but every single one of them appears to be accessible by creatures taller than you, but not yourself.
Way to rub it in.
So they're about 6 feet up, 5 or 6 feet up, just out of your reach.
All right. Balderdash. Okay, and just slams a button down on the center console and is going to cast Thunderwave into the side of the ship, just trying to blow open the side of the ship.
Ooh.
Suddenly, the ship, the wood actually seems fresh. So it's not, it hasn't rotted away. All of the holes appears to be from some sort of damage, probably from the rocks. So it doesn't like do like a mush or anything.
Sure.
But you do explode the wood, it cracks, and the shrapnel spreads out, but everyone's a little bit too far away for the shrapnel to actually like be of any threat. And now there's just this massive 15-foot hole in the side of the ship, and in the distance you have a decent angle on seeing this giant flower with corpses and giant pods on its back, seemingly doing some shenanigans.
Seeing that, Vex is like, oh, not good. And then is looking around the rest of the inside of the ship. Are there more of this thing?
There are not.
Okay, yeah, Vrexil will just use the last 10 feet of movement to move. I don't know, can I just move like through the ship on the map, basically?
Yeah, at this point, since you just...
Okay, yeah, so he's starting to like spider armor through the hole, and it's just like, what did you do?
I saved a fish and I upset a flower.
That's actually true.
I wouldn't lie to you, my good friend.
And then that's it.
If you took Vortex Warp, you can just like...
No, I looked. Vortex Warp it specifically says another creature.
Another creature, dang.
Because I took Vortex Warp because that sounds badass, and nope, can't be me. So.
Oh, you know what?
How far can
That
you
doesn't
warp
have a
things
size
for
range.
that?
90. The range is 90 feet, so I can move it from 45 feet this way to, well, or no, 90 feet. I can move it 90 feet over there to 90 feet over there.
Can you move things 90 feet up and then they fall and take 96 bludgeoning damage?
No,
It has to be on a surface.
Oh, that's my
Or in a
favorite thing to
liquid.
do with Dimension Door.
You can drown someone with it.
Deb, giving ideas to murder.
Murder.
All right.
Murder.
Vrexil, once you're done, you'll pass it on to Braenna.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna move here. And I know it's gonna get some opportunity attacks. I don't really care. Dev.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize that you moved only 5 feet. I was waiting for you to move like more.
Yeah.
So yes, zombie number 8 scratches at you, misses. Zombie number 2 rolls a natural 20.
Guardian Emblem as a reaction.
All right,
10.
so it won't get doubled, but it will still hit. 4, and you're not gonna believe it. 4 damage as it just like punches you.
What kind of damage?
Bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning. So we'll take that. We'll make that be a 2 instead.
I thought you
Yes.
said legendary. I was like, ooh, legendary damage.
Legendary damage.
Okay.
Ooh.
So, a reckless Iron Beer Tornado! As I spin around and whack at these 3. I wanted to hit the plant and not the 3 zombies. So.
Yeah.
Oh, dang, that's beautiful. So, my first roll with advantage on I'm starting with the zombie on the right. I'm just gonna go on the number 5. Zombie number 5. I rolled a 1 on the first dice, but then a 20 on the second dice.
Hey.
So I'll take that.
Let's take that one.
Okay. Where's the dice I need? There it is. Ooh, come here, you. Ugh, garbage roll, though. Where's my stuff? There it is. And I'm raging. So that is 9, 11, 22 points of damage on number 5.
22 on number 5, you said?
Yes.
All right. It has to roll its undead fortitude. So
gross.
DC of 5 plus the damage taken. Was it a critical hit, you said?
It was a critical hit.
Oh, then it doesn't count. You just
He
explode
doys.
him out.
That's 1. Let's see. Oh, geez. Garbage roll for the corpse flower. Double 5s. So 15 to hit the corpse flower?
15 hits the corpse flower.
Nice. 4. Ooh, that's a little better. 13, 15 points of damage to the corpse flower.
You said 15?
Yep.
Sorry, my brain is just like isn't getting numbers at first.
And then 24 to hit zombie number 7. Ugh, Jesus criminally. For 10 points of damage. And that's attack number 1. Is that zombie still up with the 10 points? I assume yes. Okay. And then I'm gonna take my second swing at the plant. For 18 to hit.
18 to hit.
God, okay. You're fired. For another 10 points of damage. Which one? Which one's going to be? There it is. Okay.
The
And
plant does not seem to be resistant to your strikes.
neat. Too bad I killed that. Oh wait, did we decide that my what's it called? Ancestral protectors, when I hit first with the Ironbeard tornado, that it affects everyone that I hit for that?
Mhm.
Neat. So the plant and 7 have disadvantage to hit anyone but me.
Awesome. And once you're done, you'll pass it to Canari.
Mm-hmm.
I will. Yeah, I don't have any good ones for that. I will do a Sacred Flame on number 8.
Sacred Flame on number 8.
DC 15 Dexterity saving throw.
It rolled a 1.
Oh, cool. So that's 2d8 radiant. Rolled double ones, so 2 radiant damage.
Rough.
And I'm just gonna cast Sacred Weapon or Spiritual Weapon behind it and just bonk it on the head.
Bonk-a-donk.
Frying pan. 23 to hit.
That will hit, yeah. So definitely, 100%.
See if you're any better. And that is 8 points of radiant damage. Or
8.
force damage, sorry.
All right, 8 points of force damage against number 8. Math. Okay, I did it. I did the math. Once you're done, you will be passing that on to your good friend Moxie.
Go for it, Moxie.
As I plug my computer in.
Here and attack the plant. This one. So it'd be 21 to hit.
21 to hit. Will hit.
That's only 7 damage.
7 damage.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna just hit it again. It's a lot of hitting. And then if I could math, that'd be cool.
Feel ya. I feel ya.
24, I think. Yeah, 24.
Oh, definitely hits.
That's 10 damage. And then I'll just Fury of Blows.
All right.
I'll just roll both of those at the same time. So the first one is a natural 20.
Ooh. Get it.
Which is just double the total damage or the dice damage?
Double the total damage. Everything added together, then double it. Yep.
So that's gonna be 14 damage on that one.
14 damage.
And the other one was a 13 plus 8.
Hits.
And that's an 8 damage.
Nice.
All right, you're whittling it down.
Stupid tree.
It doesn't even look like a tree.
Well, it's the only plant
I'm. I love it. Once you're done, it would be the zombie's turn.
Yeah, it's the zombie's turn. Sorry, my cat was in here and I got distracted.
I understand. The zombies will move in action. 8 will actually start going after Umbran. 2 will step on up. So let's see who hits who. 2 has disadvantage on the attack against Canari, and it fails. 7 is gonna attack Braenna.
It has advantage.
And it has advantage.
Because I reckless. I always reckless.
What's your AC?
19.
Oh wow, it rolled 19. That will be for 2 bludgeoning.
Half to 1.
Yes. And then number 8 will attack Umbran.
Gives you a firm pat on the back.
And number 8 will miss. It's just like, ugh. And then the plant will go. The plant can only do one thing, so it is going to oh shoot, I've been forgetting the stunted death. We're just gonna pretend this happened at the start of his turn. So
Okay.
I need Moxie, Braenna, and Canari to all roll me Constitution saving throws. The DC is 14.
Oh, jeez.
And it is against poisoned.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, that's a 14 on the die, so 21.
Plus my good dice. Oh, I got a natural 20.
Okay, perfect.
8.
Oh. You are incapacitated until the end of your next turn.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Alright, no.
The smell of stench hits you, and you like have to just hold back vomit.
And then to the end of my next turn, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Whew.
And the other two of you are immune to the stench for 24 hours.
Okay, cool.
Beautiful.
Suck it, tree.
And the corpse flower is going to take its multi-attack action.
No, it's not. It can only do one attack.
No, it can only do one action, and the multi-attack is its
I
action.
thought that stopped multi-attack.
No. But it can't use its bonus action to heal, so that's good.
Okay.
Oh, yay.
So it will. How smart is this guy? Oh, it's not smart. It's gonna make its attacks against all three of you. So incapacitated doesn't mean that it has any advantage.
Sure.
It just means that you can't do anything.
Well, it has disadvantage against Moxie and Canari.
It does
so.
have disadvantage against them anyway.
Okay.
So disadvantage attack against Moxie fails.
Yeah.
Disadvantage attack against Canari.
My AC went down to 20 since I'm not within 5 feet of Moxie.
Well, and my
That only
trees
lasts-
were-
Oh, and that only lasts a turn. Perfect. Cool.
Yeah.
Your AC is down to 19.
20.
20. Well, its disadvantage was 18.
Ooh.
The other one was a 19 on the die, so good job,
Ooh.
Braenna. And then a regular attack against advantage attack against Braenna, right?
Mhm.
Right. That will hit with a 19 on the die plus 5 for 24. So then you need to do the Constitution saving throw again against poison. 14 is your DC. While you
Way
take-
past. 26 con save.
All right. You take 9 bludgeoning damage, halved to 4.
Braenna doesn't even look like hardly hurt at all.
And that's the plant's turn. So now it's Umbran's turn.
Umbran's gonna do the dope shit he was thinking about doing, but then he didn't do it. He's gonna do it now. Bonus action, going to disengage from this zombie. Just be like, pardon me, I've got something to do. And just walk up to here. Since it's only 20 feet, I'm gonna use the 10 feet to like get onto the edge of that. I'm going to do a backflip and cast Thunder Step to hit all of these guys, but none of my friends.
Nice.
All right.
So that is a
Awesome.
con save from all of these guys.
So, yeah, so you dance on up, you do a backflip, and you go. And where are you teleporting to?
I'm gonna teleport over here, up on top of the mast.
And then
Kinda-
you. What is it? Dismount?
3-point landing. Yeah. I
All right.
backflip, like mid backflip, I teleport and then I land on the mast.
All right, the corpse flower rolled a 14, so it will fail.
It will fail.
Zombie 7 will roll and rolled a 12, so it will fail. And then zombie 2 rolled a 19, so it will actually succeed.
Alright, well, I've got a 10, a 5, and a 5 on my thing, so that's 20 points to the corpse flower and zombie 1. And then it'll be
Zombie 7.
10. God, why did that take so much math? So that's 50 points of thunder damage.
Zombie 7 gets blown apart.
Nice.
You said 20
And-
points of thunder damage, right?
Yeah, 20 to the plant and zombie 1, and then 10 to the one that passed.
Oh, yeah. 10 to this guy.
I was gonna do that when they were all there together. It was gonna be really dope, but Canari got to it first.
Next time?
Yeah. Next time.
This is the only time I've ever rolled good on initiative.
I know, it was great.
Once you're done, it will be Vrexil's turn, who is yet to join the fray. You have attacked a ship.
So now seeing everything that's happening, Vrexil's gonna like look down at the gems or the crystals that are still like, I don't know, and like put the red gem into a slot. That's gonna pop something out of where the lightning launcher normally is, and just kind of slam this other gem and kind of wedge it into place, and just be like, let's just see what this does, and hits a button then, and the normal lightning launcher attack like kind of like sparks for a minute, like it's gonna break, and then a gaunt of fire is gonna come out, and I'm going to cast Gem Bolt at the plant guy. So I make a ranged spell attack. Let's see. That's a 18.
18 definitely hits.
All right, so that's 4d6 fire damage.
You would think that it would be vulnerable to fire because it's a plant, but it has like a coating of dampness and such, so it's not.
So
It's
Vrexil
wet.
definitely doesn't know that, and is definitely thinking Pokemon style plant.
Hells yeah.
Yeah, green plants that have been submerged in water, you cannot set them on fire.
And that's a total of 12 points of fire damage.
All right.
And then we'll move. Let's try and get more. 5, 10, 15. Let's go here to start getting some flanking. And then I don't have a good bonus action. So, yeah, that's it.
All right. That means Braenna's up.
Boo! It's me.
It's me. Braenna.
Okay. Reckless. Against the plant. Oof. 26 to hit.
26 will hit.
Oh my gosh, I completely missed my dice tray. There we go. That's better. I like flipped it up and it went right instead of left. Whoops.
In my notes, I accidentally wrote Braenna starts swimming instead of swinging.
Not quite. Okay. Oh my god, math. 14 points of damage for the first swing.
Struggling with numbers today.
I've been dealing with so many stupid people that don't understand how numbers work today. I'm like, ugh. Sometimes at my job, I feel like the worst Mr. Rogers teaching grown-ass adult basic number theory and addition and subtraction.
Good news. Good news. The plant has 69 hit points.
Nice.
Nice. Second attack is... Oh, this dice has been so good to me tonight. That's another natural 20. Ooh, and 6 on there, so 13, 15, 30 points of damage.
Ooh.
For my second attack.
Now it no longer has 69 hit points.
Oh.
So sad. That's my turn.
All right, that means that Canari, you throw up into the water.
Oh, can I like throw up into the face of the zombie?
Yeah, sure. Just project. Bleh.
And she just goes, "I'm so sorry." You're just like gets ready to like square up.
You start apologizing to the zombie.
Yeah, and
then
wait a minute. You're trying
it's
to kill
Moxie's turn.
More punching.
Woo. All of the punches.
19.
All right, yeah, you got it.
10 damage. Oh no,
Just
that
keep-
one. Oh, that's my thing. That one is 16.
16 hits.
That's 10 damage, and then Fury of Blows.
You just hear a sad "Feed me, Moxie."
No. I've heard the end of that musical. They said, "Don't feed the plant."
You don't get the plant.
If you know the musical.
The
version.
only plant Moxie knows is trees, but she has me.
You don't feed the plant. You don't feed the gremlin after midnight.
Yeah.
There's other
all
rules
these-
out there.
All these are rules, just universal rules.
And Moxie knows all of them.
Yeah, those are the things that Moxie
I
knows.
watched it at MonkCon. That one.
Yeah.
The only things I learned at MonkCon. One.
Rules of MonkCon, don't feed plants.
So how much damage were the first two attacks? I know that one of
10.
them was 10.
Each of them were 10. I rolled a 5 twice.
Oh, okay.
And then for the Fury of Blows, it's an a 12 and a 25.
Believe it or not, 12 hits.
Okay. So that's gonna be 9 damage,
All right.
and then the other hit is 6 damage.
All right.
And that's it from the punching corner. We'll see you back here in a few minutes.
All right. 8 runs up on Canari.
Ruh-roh.
I turn and vomit on that one too.
That's a 17, so won't hit. Number 2 attempts to hit as well, but it also just whiffs it. And then the plant will first use a bonus action to... Oh, actually, at the start of his turn, since we established this, Vrexil and Canari have to do the Constitution DC 14 saving throw again.
Okay, I got a 15.
Okay, you're good.
Flash of genius again.
Oh no.
Because it was a 13, so that'll be 18.
All right, so your flash of genius, you start smelling this, and you're like, oh no, and then you press a
Shove
button,
some
and
nose
suddenly,
plugs up there.
yeah,
No, I've
shove
got
some
an
nose
idea.
plugs. Yeah, go ahead.
Vrexil's like sees this and then turns, sticks his head into the haversack of holding, goes and then closes it again. And it's like,
So yes, you are good for
That's the
another
smartest
round.
gnome I know.
It smells like lemons.
So then
you
the
get an air
plants,
freshener in there.
Braenna hit the plant, so we'll have disadvantage on anyone but Braenna. So it's gonna make all 3 attacks against Braenna, because why not? So first slap will miss with a 3 and a 4 on the die. Second slap, a 7 and a 9 on the die. And then the last slap will be a 19 to hit.
19 is my armor class.
All right, so I need a DC 14 Constitution saving throw. You will take 8 plus 2, so 10 damage, halved to 5.
I got a 19 on a con save.
All right, you were unaffected by the poison of the vine.
And you said 10 half to 5?
Yep. And then you see one of its pods almost like suck inwards, as if like whatever was inside was injected into the actual corpse flower.
Oh.
And you see that it starts to restore itself a little bit. Some of its wounds are being mended somehow as it heals itself. And then it is Umbran's turn.
Umbran's working on his KD ratio, so I'm gonna go after these zombies. I'm going to twin spell a 2nd level Chaos Pulse.
All
Let's see
right.
what the dice think this is gonna be.
What if you do double on both and they hop, like crisscross?
I don't know.
That'd be so cool.
I do not double on both. It's either going to be an acid or a cold, a 1 or a 2. Let's acid and see if we can melt them.
Let's melt
So
them.
that 3, 6, 11 points of damage on both.
All right.
Oh wait, I think I rolled a hit.
Oh yeah, you
Yes,
got
it's 16 plus 7 does.
That'll hit.
Yeah,
You gotta roll individually just in case.
And a crit on the next one.
Hey, so that will be number 8. It explodes. It doesn't explode. It starts melting. It's kind of like Indiana Jones, like, it just like melts into a pile of zombie goo and bones and stuff, and then it gets washed away by the sea. You see a bunch of little fish scurry up and like start like picking at the remains.
It's acid. Don't eat it. You're gonna hurt yourselves.
You
Oh,
see a
no,
bunch of
they're-
little fish start flipping up and then floating to the surface.
You know, you save one, you kill a couple dozen extras.
Whoops.
The circle of life. So there was 22 acid to the other one.
You just hear Jerome on your head. They got what they deserved.
Stop that. You stop. You stop.
It's like I've seen God today.
No more of that.
Once Umbran's done, because that was only your action, so you got your bonus action. Once you're done, though, you'll pass your Vrexil.
Yeah. So it was 11 acid damage on the other one, and 22 didn't melt the other guy.
Oh yeah, no, it melted him. I just forgot to drag him off.
Okay, so both both went down?
Nope, only 2.
Oh, only 2 went down. Okay. So, just checking. My bonus action is I do a backflip.
All right.
Just
Roll me an acrobatics check.
Oh yeah. 13 plus 7, modified 20.
You do a backflip, you land, pose, and somewhere in, like, they're just like 3 little otters that appear out of the water, and they all like hold up seashells that take the form of like 10, 10, 10. And then they go back into the water.
Yeah, my only actual bonus action would be summon my Shadow Blade, but I can't because that's another spell. So.
Fair enough. Then it will be Vrexil's turn.
All right, seeing the fire-based attack not do quite what he wanted, is just going to pull out the Thunder Gauntlets and just sort of like piston style, just smack, smack. Or actually, just one attack so far on the plant in front. Do I have flanking where I am?
You do.
Yeah. All right, so first attack, just to see what happens. That's a 23 to hit.
That will hit.
7 points of thunder damage. Oh, I didn't need to roll on D&D Beyond.
You hear a... It's still up, but it seems to ripple through its body.
And then is going to move and take a second swing at... we'll move to here to get some...
You technically don't leave the reach of the flower, so there's no opportunity attack.
And take a shot at this other one. That's a 24 to hit.
That'll hit. It's a zombie.
Yeah. And that's 11 points of thunder damage.
All right, you hit it, and it crumples, but then it rises back up.
Oh, I don't like that.
Like one of those boppets, like...
Punch it.
It rolled a natural 20 with its undead fortitude.
Okay. Well... Is anybody looking hurt at the moment?
I'll be fine.
I'm only down.
Braenna's-
I'm only down 16.
Nothing
Braenna's got
can
some
hit me.
scratches. I'm invincible.
I am. That's fine. Don't worry about it.
Then yeah, no bonus action from Vrexil. That's it.
This map looks really good on a stream.
Mm-hmm.
Your map is beautiful.
Thank you. Every so often I need the recognition I deserve. Vrexil, once you're done, it is Braenna's turn.
Reckless against a plant. Oh, garbage. Ugh. Oh god, I'm on the wrong page.
Whenever
Hold
you
on,
say
hold on.
garbage, it still hits.
Yeah,
For,
Brenna's all like, garbage, it's a 17.
Yeah,
it's only a 14.
it still hits.
I rolled a 4 on the dice. Garbage.
It has disadvantage against everybody except Vrexil. And now, once Braenna hits it, it has disadvantage against everybody.
Yes. So 13 points of damage on that first attack. Still up.
It is.
Dirty 20 on the second attack.
All right, how do you want to do it? Roll the damage, of course, because you got to track it. But
Yeah,
have
with
one
my
hit point.
13 points of damage. Whack.
Your hammer just goes right through it. And they smash it. And then the mask cracks under the pressure, and Moxie and Umbran fall into the water.
Oh yeah, because
No.
I 100%
Acrobatic.
whack it down in accident. Whoops.
18 acrobatics check.
All right,
Jump.
Umbran, you gracefully land in the water.
Please say it's what?
It's not. It'll end up being a 10.
Moxie slips and whoa, and then like back flops into the water.
Ooh.
It's a
Her
very
hair just like
graceful black
her hair
flop,
just
so.
starts like floating up, and it's
Bonus
just, like,
action to help to grab her so she doesn't fall all the way over.
No.
Aw.
You fall,
The otters hold up a 2, and a 3.
you come up, and you have like a crab hanging off of like your hair.
Oh.
New pet.
I like Moxie would be like, I'm gonna eat this later.
Free crab.
In a
Braenna, once
pocket.
you are done, it will. That was only 2 attacks.
Crab.
Oh, you don't have another.
That's all I have right now.
then it will be Canari's turn.
Do I get another attack at some point?
I don't think so. I think that's only
Let me
fighters.
look. I don't know. I've never played a hot barbarian that high.
Oh. Bonus action to move the spiritual weapon, since that's not concentration, to number 2 and just bonk it on that head. I lost that d20. It's gone forever.
Goodbye forever, D20.
22 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit. It only has 1 hit point left, but it might have the undead fortitude to remain.
I rolled 6 force damage.
You bonk it, it falls, but then it gets back up.
And I'll do an action to cast Sacred Flame as a cantrip.
What's your DC?
15.
Rolled a 19 on the die.
Oh my god.
This zombie is
This
employee of the
zombie
month of the Vrexil
will not
shipwreck.
die.
The Sacred Flame comes down, but it just like, and it just like sizzles the water underneath, but he dodges out of the way.
Don't make me throw up on you again.
Why are these zombies rolling so well?
It's
It's
just this
just
one.
this one zombie. I say we take him with us. He's
There was a
earned the
zombie,
right.
and then there was the mask, the zombie on the mask that was like, yeah. Canari, once you're done, it will be Moxie, who is prone.
Go ahead, Moxie.
I'll stand up.
Go, best friend.
Excuse
That's
me.
my best friend.
You stand up.
That's
That's my best friend. Is she a real dad?
And
Or just starts twerking.
I'll just that's what you shoot at a zombie that won't die.
Yeah.
Alright.
I cast all my magic by twerking. My somatic component.
I hate it.
I already rolled its next 2 undead fortitudes.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try to hit this zombie with a 15.
A 15 will hit.
That's 6 damage.
You hit it, but then it gets back up.
God damn.
Serious?
13 on the die.
Gets knocked out.
Plus 3, so
Gets up again.
16.
I'm never gonna keep it.
Well, don't worry, zombie. There's more where that came from. I like to, depending on how many times I actually hit, I like to imagine it's one of those old-timey punching bags that you see people punching where they just come back at you, except it's a zombie, so it just keeps like popping back. Yeah.
Like that learned violence psychological experiment.
Yeah, on the Bobo doll.
Yeah, the Bobo doll.
Oh, I don't know.
Bobo
I have to look
experiment.
that up.
Oh my
It's
God.
essentially there was an adult who started like smacking around this Bobo doll.
Yeah.
And a child was watching, and then when the child was put in there, the child went and started smacking around the Bobo doll. And then I think there was a control where they just put the child in there without like having watched the violence before, and then the child didn't do anything. So it was like
Interesting.
they learned violence through watching violence.
Interesting. Well,
We should name this zombie something in honor of his resilience.
Boba.
yeah.
Chad.
I like Chad. Chad's a good one.
Chad always gets back up.
You go, Chad.
That's how Chad says it too when he falls down and gets back up. Chad always gets back up.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep, Chad.
Chad always talks in the third person. All right, my second hit is.
It's not a second attack.
Well, for this one, it rolled a 16 on the die, so we'll roll a 19 for the Constitution saving throw.
Okay, well, I rolled. I just did the math, and I don't remember it now. A 23.
23 does hit.
Oh my god! Why ones? 6 dice. 6 damage. Sorry, not 6 dice.
It gets knocked down and then comes back up.
Okay, I get it. It's that song. I'm gonna do my Fury of Blows. Yeah, it gets knocked down, but it gets back up again.
I get
You're never
knocked
gonna
down.
keep it down.
Back it up again. You're never going to
I
keep
don't know.
me down. I
Maybe
get
we
knocked
just leave Chad here.
down. We should call him Danny.
Danny.
How about Chad Danny?
Oh, hi, Danny.
Danny.
Okay, so it's a 13 and a 14 on the dice, so I add an 8 to both of those, and I'm pretty sure they both hit.
They will both hit.
Alright, let's get some good damage. this. Okay, both of these dice have. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought one was another 1, and I was gonna cry. So it's a 9 and an 8 for damage.
A 9 and an 8. Finally, it fails the Constitution
Finally.
saving throw.
Oh, thank
And
goodness.
you just like punch into him, and then you rip out his spine, and then try to stand now, and then he falls.
Ah! But one hand's got a spine in it.
And then your
Mortal
tattoo,
Kombat.
your tattoo is like the hell, man.
Then it rises as a boneless.
No.
Okay, now
I'm
that
pretty
that fight
Sure,
ended,
my tattoo would be fine with all of this.
we're gonna take a 15-minute break,
Ish. Yup.
Okay.
Okay.
and then we'll be back. Hello and welcome back, everybody. After a brutal, fierce combat between the group and Chad/Danny, the ship is now empty of all threats that you can see.
Huh.
I go in.
The ship appears to have been, before its destruction, a cargo ship that seemed to be stocked with multiple different supplies, as if it were being traded between locations. So there seems to be various barrels, boxes, and more throughout. And unfortunately, some of the cargo, actually most of the cargo, has been destroyed by the plants, spread along, swept up by water, whatever you.
I thought you were going to say destroyed by a thunder wave, but you know, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Some of them were destroyed by a thunder wave.
Uh-oh.
But you do realize that there may be some things that you can salvage from the ship.
What is the damage on our ship? Does it need
The
like?
damage.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so sorry. The damage on your ship, there is a large gash in the side at the base of the hull on the starboard side.
So here's what I would like to do is start breaking apart this ship to make boards that are approximately the right length, and then somebody can use mending to fix the ends. So that's what
The
Braenna's doing.
magic casters.
Does anyone have mending?
Yeah. I always have mending.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to
I
make
was
sure.
mending a little earlier today.
Yeah, sorcerers can't change their cantrips. Like artificers can.
Yeah, I can get, with my all-purpose tool, I can get mending just like that.
Cool, so we have two mendings.
I would like
I felt like there was a reason why I didn't take it originally, but I just want to make sure.
to do as much plundering as goods there are so we can restock for the 3 days that we went around in circles.
Would you like to report back to the ship first? With some hands.
I could run back and do that. Just while the other. I'll go back and just report on everything while everybody else kind of plunders and looks around the ship.
All right. So you send Canari, even though Moxie's faster.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I feel like Moxie would probably be a better option if we're actually, like, running back to the ship. I thought you were just gonna, like, send them a message or something with sending.
Oh, gee, I have 3rd levels, so I'll just send to Captain Barbarossa and say, "I'll clear."
Well, if we
No,
don't want to waste it, Moxie can run back, or we can send the bird. I don't think we'll need it for, like, the cooldown time.
Yeah, why don't you just? Yeah, I'll just sit here.
Oh.
You can guidance people as they're searching.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll just slap people on the ass and cast guidance.
Lady Lixmora would love that.
Oh, well, it's not
Your
for her.
mom's gonna love that.
I fully I feel like Canari, like if Lady Lixmore did not leave her alone, Canari would have like prepared silence one day and just cast it on her and walked away. Not even on Lixmore, casted it on herself, so she's in a dome of like silence.
She's like, no.
I've asked politely several times if she can't understand that I don't necessarily want to flirt. I'll talk. I'm fine. I just don't need that.
Grab the silver owl in your hands, and you speak what message that is in your hands. Oh.
What are we saying? All is taken care of?
This is on you. That's your bird, Moxie.
Found a
Yeah, but
source of wood.
we don't give I feel like Moxie would be like, yeah, but we don't let me decide the words, like, while she's still accidentally talking into it, and then, like,
Oh, it's
looking
your
at it and being
bird.
like, delete, and not really knowing.
Canari just takes the owl
Delete.
and just says, cleared out the ship. Crew's safe to come on shore. And just lift up the bird and send it out to Barbarossa.
How much of that do you think it's gonna send?
All
The
of
whole
it.
thing. It'll be fine.
Okay, well, I just
A few minutes
scary.
later,
It gives it character. Don't worry.
the silver owl returns, and you see that the crew has hopped off their ship in the distance and started making their way towards this wrecked galley. You then work with the crew to begin exploring the ship and its cargo. And Captain Barbarossa commends you on defeating whatever that thing is.
It was a big old
And-
plant. I'm not sure where it came from. Or, well, obviously it came from here, but like,
And all those things, you are definitely worth the pay.
She's not
I am paying
that.
you, aren't I?
yes,
Yeah.
you are. Yes,
Probably.
you're paying us for sure.
It could be, added a little bit extra too, as Moxie pets the silver raven, because she has it we have it for 12 hours. So,
It's an owl, because you're from the
oh yeah,
Order of
the
Owls.
owl. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have it sit on her shoulder for the next 12 hours in case we need to send more messages.
That's cute. I might pay you. Depends on what's on the ship. So you go and you start exploring the ship, and how about everyone roll me an investigation check, if you are so inclined.
Vrexil will pop the eyes of minute seeing the lenses down, like, phew.
I'll give
Advantage.
guidance.
I am-
Several different lenses.
I am out of sorcery points, so that's a 6.
Well.
Beautiful.
Does somebody have guidance, did you say?
I'll give it to Vrexil.
Okay.
Seeing absolutely nothing in here, Umbran is going to leave to go start trying to milk poison out of the corpse flower tentacles.
I got a 6, so I'm still vomiting. Just, I'll just go out with Umbran to the flower.
I got a natural 19 for a 28.
Whoa.
I got a 16 for a 16.
I got a 10 for an 11.
Moxie, you find a rowboat.
Ooh.
Here.
Hell yeah.
It's intact, and it could be made of use. You already have a rowboat or two back on the Bloody Kraken, but you can never have enough rowboats.
That's what my
Yeah.
grandma always said.
You don't remember your grandma.
Don't remind everyone.
Vrexil, however, you find a vast assortment of things. Would you like to know the noteworthy things first, or the more mundane things first?
Noteworthy.
All right, noteworthy. You
Gonna
find
list everything that has ever existed on this ship.
you find this very, very well crafted bowl with almost blue waves across the rim, made from metal, and it seems to have this what is it? What is something that you put something on? A pedestal, but no, a
Like
stand.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
There's like a little stand that it fits nicely into with the gold lining around the outside exterior, and this definitely seems very, very expensive.
Also, ritual casting detect magic just to see if anything glows in heat.
All of a sudden, the
Oh
bowl before you lights up
Oh,
with
jeez.
conjuration magic.
Oh.
You also see a little pearl just like lying in the rubbish that glows. And then in the distance, you see a little ring that seems to have been, it's on the end of a skeletal finger.
That feels like a trap,
But you're gonna
What?
grab it, right?
but it's definitely gonna grab it. Me goes, Vrexil goes, ooh.
Brexel's
You go
like,
to
I've
grab the
walked into
ring.
this trap before, and I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah, right. I was like,
Yeah.
did you do this with the dolls?
You
Vrexil
pull the
has
ring.
burned.
and you pull the entire hand with you. It breaks off of the
Ooh.
wrist, and it's just the skeletal hand, and you're pinching the ring.
Oh, I'm so sorry. That was. I'm just gonna put that back.
Let's use that for something. Like skeleton pranks.
Yeah, it just like tries to like. I'm sorry. Ooh.
You also
I
find
love him.
this container, and there seems to be some words that have been damaged on the front. You open it up and you see that it appears to be little round pellets. And then you start to make the connection that, oh, these are bullets. Oh, and they're silvered.
Oh, dang.
So silvered Renaissance bullets, you have 30.
That ring. Was that all? Was that glowing? Was that magic?
Yes,
Cool.
transmutation.
Ooh. Okay. Now all the mundane things, every single one.
Every single one. I got it all for you. You find 13 pounds of flour, 5 pounds of salt, 6 gallons of ale, a set of cook's utensils, 4 pounds of ginger, a set of woodcarver's tools, 10 pounds of cinnamon, a set of calligrapher's supplies, 6 bottles of fine wine, 2 square yards of silk, 3 pounds of saffron, a poisoner's kit, and that's it. And
3 pounds of saffron?
That's a lot.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Wow, that
It's
right
nice
We
there.
should just
Never
give
be
give that to
bland.
Barbarossa and be like, you can have this, we will have everything else.
Yeah.
Ah, no.
The king is a ransom.
That is a
and
fair trade.
saffron.
Like, is it like the silk? Is it like waterlogged to you know?
this is undamaged dry silk.
This is all the undamaged stuff. Everything else would be damaged and stuff.
Mhm.
Like,
Okay.
so the stuff you listed off was the
Um,
undamaged. Yeah.
So
Yeah, so Vrexil just shoving it all in the.
saffron is worth 15 gold pieces per pound.
Yeah.
Silk is worth 10 gold pieces per square yard. The fine wine is 10 gold pieces per bottle. The cinnamon is 2 gold pieces per pound, and you have 10 of them. The ginger is 1 gold piece per pound. The ale is going to be used. You don't even have to.
We're
know.
not selling the
The salt and the
Brain
flour
may,
can be used on the
Brain
ship.
may already
so,
be drinking it.
Captain Barbarossa will request that the salt and the flour be used for the crew.
door. Also, we'll give.
Flour. That makes hardtack.
We'll also give. I assume the ales are like 6 1-gallon casks. We'll distribute 1 to each party member, then 1 to Captain Barbarossa.
Lady Lixamora walks up. We can use that flour to make bombs.
I don't think that's what flour is for.
That is exactly what flour is for.
What about pancakes?
Yeah, I like the cake version of flour better.
Well, we could do both.
Vrexil pulls out like a little silver parchment. Explosive pan.
Wait, no.
No.
Not what I meant at all. Not what I meant.
Don't ruin food.
If we create flour bombs and we add some rotted eggs,
Ew.
we can mess someone up.
I mean, we
Yeah,
already
internally.
We already mess people up with our sick insults. We don't need to destroy flour that way.
I suppose if you want to have no fun.
I mean, I have fun, just not with flour. Cake is important.
It's important
Alright.
to me.
Well, explosions are important to me. But
Says the woman with barrels and barrels of gunpowder on her ship.
I mean, we can't all
That's-
explode things with our
that's
fists, so I
mundane.
understand. And
What's
then
more
possibly-
mundane than flour?
making cake from flour.
I think
I
that's
have-
like the best use of it. That's why the gods gave us flour.
Maybe we can split it. 3 pounds for the bombs, 10 pounds for the cake.
We probably don't need that much for a cake.
Oh, and the silvered ammunition, that will be very good against the werewolf pirates.
I'm sorry. What?
Oh, there's a ship, a pirate ship, with
Uh-huh.
that's entirely crewed by werewolves.
I hate it. I
That
hate it
must
already.
be chaos on days
Wait.
of the full moon.
Yeah. Are they like cool werewolves? I read this book once with like hot werewolves, so
You're not.
that-
Some of them are hot,
okay. I'm a little bit more on board with the ship.
but there
It is
is
on
a
board.
right. There is a. You're not supposed to be out at sea on the full moon with any exposed meat on your ship. You know,
Are they
We
all
should have
werewolves, or some of them like
exposed meat on
like
your
wolf?
ship anyway? What? What ships are going around with exposed meat on deck?
You know,
people
the
that want
ones
to eat meat.
Looking for werewolves?
Can I like roll to see
Every
like
time
what
I
weird
speak
curse
with you.
this is?
You know what they should do? They should get some like backwards werewolves.
Wolf werewolves?
I am milking poison from a plant outside. I'm not part of any of this.
Wait,
Because
are
then-
those wolves that turn into people on the full moon?
Wolf werewolves.
Yes, because then they can then they could have one group of people that would be on the non-full moons, and then they could have people on the full moons too, and they could have I think that might work.
Is
Yes,
that a thing?
but you.
Is that a
No,
thing?
I'm not here. I'm not here.
Trinthus walks up. Lixamora, are you trying to get out of work again by being a distraction? Come on.
Vrexil's putting the ring on.
Suddenly, Vrexil, your hands and your feet become webbed.
Looks down at the feet. Not so helpful for me.
Well, I mean, you probably can't. If they're in boots,
You
Yeah.
feel it.
if they're in boots, then
Well, yeah. Well, gets the
Oh.
idea. It's just like,
Lady Lixamora looks back. Attach that to your armor.
I'll have to think about how best to do that. But I
Oh,
like
I
that
can show
idea.
you right here.
Oh, okay.
Didn't
Alright,
her
so-
sister drag her away? Why is she still
Trinthus
here?
is just tapping her feet. Lixamora is doing everything she can to get out of like having to carry cargo and whatnot. She walks up to Vrexil and she pulls out a little welding gun, and she also has her little red panda on her, and the red panda opens up its mouth and she pulls out a screwdriver. All right, right here, I believe. Yes. All right, I'm gonna need you to, do, that, you know.
Talking to me or the
Yes.
or the
No, Vrexil.
okay.
You.
Okay. Oh yeah, of course. So we could kind of reverse the pull. Just starts tech jabbering about how
Now
they could get it to fit.
we can turn this into a button. Yeah. Okay. There. Yes. Now press it. There's a button that looks like the top of the ring, but it has like some mechanisms and stuff on it. And as soon as you press it, the spider legs change before your eyes into octopus legs.
Oh, what is clue?
Ooh.
There you go. Now you can use it to swim.
But in the meantime, it's like. temporarily.
Well, I mean, octopi have like some capability on land, whereas elephants.
Yeah, but it's just like whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, getting used to it. Yeah, now you have a swim speed of 40 feet while this is attached.
Wow. Is this an attunement based thing?
No, it's just a ring of swimming. I just wanted to turn your spider bot into the octopus bot.
Oh yeah.
Same number of legs.
Swimming.
We have to count a couple of times, but we can assure you.
You recognize the pearl. It is a pearl of power.
Okay.
And you'll have to identify that bowl.
I already know what it is. Because
yeah,
your
so Vrexil-
description was so vivid, Dove.
I was looking at a picture while I did it.
Yeah, Vrexil doesn't have identify today, so if somebody else knows what it is.
The bowl of commanding water elemental.
It is. Lixmora will use her identify to tell you.
Okay. I'll say, yeah, Vrexil doesn't know until. Okay.
Ooh, very handy. Very handy.
Can we use that on the narrate?
I was just about to ask that.
Next time we see it.
We use it and that comes out like, no!
He's like, I'm gonna kill you guys!
New pet!
Oh, God, no.
No, it just summons elementals. It won't actually. It commands the one you summon.
Okay.
Can't
What if we
control.
accidentally summon the one that hates us?
Yeah.
No, it'll just be one of those basics.
Ooh, requires attunement. Does anybody have a use
If you had
for
the ring of water elemental command, then you would be able to.
Can we pick that up on the way, or?
Yeah, could we disassemble the bowl and reassemble it into a better ring?
Can be
No.
done.
No, that ring is legendary. It's not something that would be easy to find.
Not with that attitude.
Does anybody?
No attunement slot.
No.
Does anybody have an attunement slot where they would want the Pearl of Power? It's not as useful for Vrexil because he doesn't have it can go up to 3rd level and he's only got 2nd, so if somebody else has it, has a use for it.
I still have an attunement slot open, and then that could get rid of the refueling ring, so you could use that for a different infusion if you wanted to bring back Soren or something.
Wait, do we have another ring though?
If you want a ring to restore your spells, Moxie.
I mean, technically, the rings, the Pearls of Power can do up to 3 spell slots. It doesn't have to be a 3rd. You could get
Yeah.
Oh, is that true?
back.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah.
That could be useful then.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
Oh.
No,
It's
I know.
it's
Umbran
3
lost
levels of
that he
spell.
wears his earrings.
Wait, no, it says regain 1 expended spell slot. So it's not. Right.
Wait, let me check my Pearl of Power.
So it's essentially
you can use. It's 1 free spell. It's not It's not the spell gem that I have where it's like you can mix and match spell levels. It's that one's just a one-off up to 3rd level.
Lady Lixamora finally leaves to go assist. Begrudgingly.
Yeah, we could swap the refueling ring to somebody else, or just. I mean, Vrexil has an attunement slot, and we'll use it if nobody wants the Pearl of Power. It's not as useful for Vrexil as somebody else. So
you can take it. I mean, I already have the spell refueling ring, so
Okay.
Either
You see
is
Short
fine,
Stack has a wand He's casting Levitate to move some of the cargo.
Braenna has broken off boards to go as well to mend the ship. So she's probably just carrying those herself.
Takes a bit of time, but the crew, it's a shallow water walk back to the ship, so
We
they
found
can
that
just
rowboat.
they can carry it. You can put stuff in the rowboat and row it over too.
Mm-hmm. Braenna just piles the rowboat full and starts dragging it.
Just push it across.
Yeah. Got a little rope.
Dev, as I am out attempting to extract poison from the.
Oh yeah. What do I normally say that is? Survival.
That is going to be an 18 plus 2.
Oh, you got that new poisoner's kit too.
I think I already. Oh, I don't have a poisoner's kit. I'm
Oh,
not proficient
definitely.
in poisoner's kit.
Oh, well, do you want one?
I mean, I'll take it. I'm not proficient in them. I'm proficient in herbalism and alchemy. But I have a book about poisons I got from Lady Argent.
I mean, we're all learning
Right.
different things. It could be useful.
Yeah. Well, are you proficient in survival?
No,
What's better, your wisdom or your intelligence?
they're the same.
Are they the same? Okay.
They're both
It doesn't-
14.
It doesn't really matter, but you are able to extract some poison. You get corpse flower toxin, and it is an injury-based poison. You're able to get 2 vials of it, and upon damaging, it is a DC 14 Constitution saving throw, and it will deal 4d6 on a failure. It can also be ingested, either injury or ingestion. It still smells really bad, by the way. Everyone's like slightly gagging as they're trying to like make their way through.
How many did the crew throw up as they got close?
Yeah, right.
They have pretty hearty stomachs simply from being on the sea so much. So they're not quite as weak as Canari.
Let one of them get mouthy with her. I'll create my own whirlpool and just sink them.
They all treat you very cordially.
Good.
And soon, everything is loaded on the ship. You put the boards where the gashes are, and you cast mending, and you do the little bit of repairs. Everything seems to take a bit of time to just get everything loaded, so it's been approximately 2 hours. You all get a short rest during that time as well. And you will be ready to take off at some point. But you do have the option of exploring this island, if you are so inclined.
We get any information from the dragon about what was on this island?
I don't believe so.
I was trying to find that because I thought he had mentioned something, but like,
All I have written down is Crystal Island, whirlpools surround it, can't exit once you're there? Or am I thinking of a different area?
No, you're thinking of the right area.
Yeah, I wrote down can't leave once you're there.
yeah, I just have avoid crystals written down.
Right, he's got like a bunch in his bag. Excellent.
You hear crewman seeks land, the Tabaxi. Hey, Captain, should we take some of this kelp to eat?
No.
Oh,
No.
Yeah, but you can turn it in a suit.
We've got it on good authority. The kelp eats back.
No, I ain't never heard of that yet.
Well, you've heard it now from me. Put it back.
Alright. And he just drops it in the water.
Save that boy's life. He doesn't even appreciate it.
Shouldn't they
Perhaps
know that?
if you
They live
cannot leave, perhaps we need the conch to get out of here.
Maybe.
Well, it's a good thing we didn't blow it then.
My favorite pastime is proving Dev's titles wrong.
Well, now he knows, so he's just gonna name it the opposite of, and just what he wants us to do.
By the way, during this time, if you look back out, see the direction you came, the whirlpools aren't there, but there does seem to be a wall of fog blocking your vision in that direction, as if the fog has encroached upon you.
Who told us that we shouldn't go to the Crystal Island?
The dragon guy, I think.
The dragon
No.
guy.
I think I have it down.
You do? You would know.
From
Yeah,
when
I think it.
I think told us, right?
Was it-
Oh yeah, that was from like our original.
It was when we had dinner, cause it's in my notes before we got to
Yeah,
the
same.
dragon. So it was like, this is where these are like the different islands, and then these were the 3 like unknown ones.
Mhm.
And all I wrote down was avoid crystals.
Perhaps the island will not let you leave if you have crystals.
Oh.
Potentially a thought.
Well, should we try to leave? See what happens?
Scientific process, might as well.
Oast and Cogster, nearby, overhears your conversation. He puts his hands in his pockets, walks over to you, and then tips his hat. I cannot help but to overhear your conversation. The rumors that you cannot leave this island. It is true. But we have a method to get around them. Around that obstacle.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Is it something we gotta do or something you gotta do?
Is it sacrifice?
It is not sacrifice.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
We may need your assistance.
But not with sacrifice.
Not with a sacrifice.
Okay. I just like to be
Do
extra
I-
sure.
Do I speak with this same slow cadence of leaving people on edge, or I'm just trying to make sure I don't sound like this when I speak to you guys?
This how yeah.
Because this is infuriating. If you're going to say something, please say it.
We will, however, need to offer a trade. Luckily, we have come upon quite a stock.
Vrexil looks down at like the ring and the ball is like, ah.
No, nothing of that sort. Actually, it is. It is the cinnamon that will probably come in handy.
Who are we offering this trade to?
The island?
Oh god.
No,
The crystals.
nearby there is a cave, a sea cave,
Escape.
and within the cave is a creature. Some call her Nanel. She is a powerful hag who has
How would one spell that name?
Nanel, Nanel.
Does she know spatula?
I do not know
Name is
spatula.
Gorgonzola.
My
Do
wonderful
not know
best friend
Gorgonzola.
Gorgonzola. Gorgatula, screw you guys. Gorgatula is her name.
Rolling 44 psychic damage right now.
I tried to remember what her name was, and I just couldn't. I couldn't.
Gorgatula, you promised your firstborn to her.
Yeah, she can have it, whatever I name her.
She is what some call a sea fury, which means that she has killed all those in her coven and eaten their flesh and assumed their power, and has grown powerful yet lonely. And
Does she like muffins?
She actually would like muffins.
Does she want firstborns?
No, she
Because
just
we're fresh out, but we can find
no.
Look, no one said I can make the hags fight for my firstborn.
It is simple, and we may be some of the only that know this, but she does enjoy sweets. That is why the cinnamon will come in handy.
And that flower that Who's Her Toes wanted to blow up.
I told you cake.
I
Who's
do
her toes?
believe that bringing her fully baked treats will be a much more surefire way of earning her favor than just pure cinnamon. So that is a good idea, Braenna.
What? My brain lost her face. What? Who's Her Toes? That one girl. That one's the.
Laura.
Yeah.
Lexmora.
Yep,
What
that
toes?
one.
Why toes? Who's her toes? Why?
I don't know. That's just
Why
what my
toes?
aunt. My aunt says that all the time. It's just what
We
I
have one problem.
Instead of what's her face, it's who's her toes.
There's only one obstacle in the path to our success.
Is it that we don't have an oven?
Well,
I haven't needed an
There
oven
are
before.
two
I can make
obstacles
something.
in our path.
there are two obstacles in our path. No, we do have an oven.
Among the obstacles in our path are.
But the real obstacle that we have is no one on the ship knows how to bake among the crew.
Oh, that's easy.
no obstacle.
Here.
We have one obstacle in our path.
No, we don't.
We have
Canari
no
grabs the
obstacle.
cinnamon and it's like, give me 20 minutes, I'll be back.
All right,
The world's fastest muffin.
we will need
Okay,
to
maybe not
trek
20
on
minutes.
foot to her cave.
I'll be back in an hour.
Wait,
There you go. That's a more appropriate time to bake muffins.
Canari's got magic. I don't know. Just
Magic fire. If you put your fire at 1,000 degrees, your muffins can
yeah. Everybody knows that's how baking works.
do you want some drugs to make them real magic muffins?
No.
keep the drugs. We need them. They're important.
I
We
don't know if
can't
y'all have noticed, but every time we need a solution to a problem, Moxie offers drugs.
We do not have access to more drugs, Moxie. We have to ration the drugs.
We have to go all the way back to level 1 just for you to get drugs, and we're not
I
gonna
was-
go back
Hey,
that
hey.
far.
When I saw Gorgatula, I was gonna ask her for more mushroom spores. Completely forgot.
You definitely should, because I definitely gave my drugs to someone. I was just asking.
You do have
Yeah,
that doll.
I don't remember who I gave it to, but
Just tear it
but
open.
I also like
We need
ran
drugs.
into Lady. That's alright. Okay. I'll remember next time. I got a little distracted because never mind, nothing had happened.
Why don't you tell them about me, Master?
Jerome was the one that told Umbran not to say anything.
Are you ashamed of me?
I have no idea what is going on. We're making muffins to bring them to a sea fury so we can get off this island. Okay, break.
Yes, she is the one that creates the whirlpools, so the legends say.
like on a like scale of sure to not sure, how sure are you?
With the
That this
addition
is gonna
of
work.
baked goods, 83%.
Okay.
Very specific.
That seems like a lot of percent. I feel like we should do it.
I mean, I'm not saying that we shouldn't do it, but I just was curious.
Mari's already halfway back to the ship with the cinnamon over her head, just like
carrying on top of your head, like yeah.
I
we
imagine
just
this
need
conversation is happening, and in the background, you just see Canari walking by with various things.
Do all of you have a good relationship with eels?
Define relationship.
Have you ever insulted or injured eels in the past?
Yes.
We 100% have killed a lot of eels.
We are now down to 67%.
Okay, let me just
But
make a note
we
of
do
that.
have a very good standing with hags in the dungeon and outside of the dungeon. Oh no, don't say dungeon. You don't understand that concept. Previously in encounters we have had with hags, we have had very high success ratings, and as such have won the favor of whole covens of hags.
She hates other hags. 52%.
Okay. Oh, well, what if we don't mention
The percent is going down, guys. Stop telling him things.
Listen, whatever arbitrary numbers he comes up with have no bearings on anything.
But it's less now. I
bring
feel. Go
a
ahead.
picture of a small dragon covered in pie? Do you think that would also?
67%.
Okay, so we back up at 67 with the Pebbles photo. Make a note of this.
I rolled for muffins.
Rolled for
What did we say my chef's tools had? It was proficiency plus wisdom?
Yeah, you can add your wisdom to your proficiency
Okay. And then
and guidance yourself.
Okay, cool. So with that, because I rolled an 18 on the dice, so this is what? Okay, 4 from guidance, and then 7. So that's a 29. 29 for muffins.
29 on the muffin
You
check.
make almost impossibly delicious muffins.
I sprinkled them with a little bit of stardust on top.
That will bring you up to 77% success rate.
Canari comes back and they're steaming, and she just has oven mitts on. She's like, "I'm ready."
All right.
Those look delicious. Can I have one, please?
Oh yeah, I made a baker's dozen in Canari.
No, she needs all of them.
A full baker's dozen? She can't just get away with a dozen? Really?
When was the last time the tag has seen muffins? It's been who knows how long. Give her all the muffins.
We just make more, right?
Okay.
Like you didn't use all the cinnamon.
No, no,
Or-
I guess not. I'll make you more when we're back on the ship, Braenna.
I will go with you, and Navigator Sykes will also go with you. Us.
I'm coming too,
Two?
just so you know.
I
You're not
expected
going.
all of you to go as security, for that is the contract.
Okay, well, you just made it sound like you were gonna go with that as, so
No,
that's why we were clarifying.
you are wrong.
I'm not, though.
What's the
How
other
you
one?
Sounded.
Navigator Sykes.
And Navigator Sykes.
And that's the Kenku, right?
Yep. Bosun whistles, and Navigator Sykes looks over, adjusts the tiny little glasses on the base of the beak, and then walks over, wings flapping up. Ready! All right. May as well do it while the muffins are fresh.
They're saying.
So you began trekking south on the island, even though you have no idea, a sense of direction. Navigator Sykes tells you exactly which direction you are going.
Sometimes Moxie pulls out her compass just to check.
About your compass starts. You begin going up and then down, and about 25 minutes later. Does anyone have prestidigitation?
No.
Any way to keep the muffins warm?
No.
No.
I have a tinderbox.
Yeah.
You continue, and soon you see a cave, a sea cave, where the waves are rushing in, coming out. There does seem to be a little path that wraps around the entrance and leads inward. You enter. And you go deep within, and you get into a space of darkness, and in the distance you see this hunched over figure just hobbling around, picking up shells. Hello? Oh.
Greetings. We have come as representatives from a ship that has been stranded on your island. We do come bearing gifts, specifically muffins, which we've heard you're quite fond of.
You smell like you've injured eels in the past.
We did have an unfortunate encounter with eels, and for that we are deeply, truly sorry. We never would have wished to cause them harm if our lives had not been in the thread.
Roll a
Your
persuasion
eels
check.
did fight valiantly, may I say.
That's my eels. No one owns eels except eels.
I'm gonna use a sorcery point to re-roll that, which is much better. Instead of an 8, it's now a 14 plus persuasion.
She hobbles over, and you feel this like
20.
this
21.
power emanate from her, and she doesn't make eye contact with any of you. She
Vrexil's
just
gonna use
looks.
Flash of Genius to add +5 to the persuasion check, making it
Ooh,
26.
26.
Just be like,
Vrexil says-
technically, I don't know if you would classify them as eel. It's a tricky, taxidermic type. Anyway,
She
They
sort
have
of like
teeth, which eels do not.
glances at you all through the peripheral vision. Her body's turned in a defensive stance. Do you know where eels are born?
The
From
ocean?
you?
Deep in the chasms of the ocean.
Technically,
know-
they were freshwater eels.
Do you know how they are born?
Spite and malice, the electricity.
Probably like from an egg.
No one knows how eels are born.
I don't think that's right.
You
I
doubt
think we're going to-
me.
We're going to stay our tongue on the eel situation as Umbran puts his hand over Moxie's face and go like,
Says, muffins.
Mm.
Those are muffins.
yes, muffins for you.
She turns and her head, and she holds out her hands.
I just gently, I take the one loose muffin and I set that there and I just say, the pan's still kind of hot. I just don't want to burn your hands.
She licks her hands.
Okay. I'll put the pan down.
She holds it, unflinching. Muffins.
Mhm.
You are free to leave the island. And then she starts hobbling away, holding the muffins with one hand.
Okay, guys, let's go.
Thank you very
Let's go
much.
now. Let's leave.
Okay, I'll just grab a new muffin tin from the other. There was another set of chef's tools, right? Or utensils, or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
they were
I'll
cooking-
replace the muffin tin with that.
with the cooking utensils from the ship, yeah.
Yeah, just
She stops. She turns. Looks Umbran straight in the eyes.
Umbran makes unwavering eye contact with everyone he talks to all the time. Always.
Right.
Uh-oh.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, DC 16,
Oh no.
as you
my
make
wisdom.
contact.
I believe
It's broken.
in you.
Can I use my sorcerer thing on saving throws, or is that just ability check?
I think it's just ability checks, but I will double check.
Okay, that's a 7.
Vrexil can add Flash of Genius, by the way.
This is you, but well, I don't know.
Kevin's not
this-
gonna make it to 14.
Has to- I don't.
Five,
I don't know.
5.
I know you rolled a 7. Yeah, I probably.
It's a 5 plus 2.
Ooh.
This
You-
is, you have a 7 total, and you
This is
can.
7 total.
Yeah, if it's just
5
ability
plus
checks.
12.
I was like, I could give you 4. I could give you the chance to get a 4, an extra 4, but I don't know if that'll help, with the genius or.
You begin to feel an intense fear come over you, so much so that you just want to run away, but you can't.
Oh. That's rude. I was very polite to you.
You know Gorgatula.
Are you waiting for a reply, or?
I already know.
We do know Gorgatula. She's a very good friend of ours.
You hear Jerome above you. Run, Master, run. Roll a wisdom saving throw. Another one, DC 16.
Where's the 4?
Oh.
Uh,
I think Braenna might
is
like grab. We gotta go. We're leaving now. It just
You
like.
immediately drop to 0 hit points.
Oh no! Yeah, Braenna's
Yeah.
grabbing Umbran and booking it.
That's bad.
She
Well.
looks at all of you. Don't trust Gorgatula. And then a fog rolls in. And then it fades out and she's gone.
Oh my gosh.
what the-
Umbran is unconscious at 0 hit points. Jerome,
have-
Master, wake up.
That is unfortunate, but I think that's the biggest hit I've ever taken in the game.
It wasn't even a hit. It was just like a death glare. Just
I'll cast Cure Wounds at 3rd
I'm
level.
putting it on my staff.
and with the cure wounds, you rise.
Roxy's very concerned.
It's okay, Roxy.
14 hit points. Or not 14. 18
like,
hit
My
points.
name's Moxie. And I
18.
stab.
We must go before she finishes the muffins.
Is this the first time I've been unconscious? Does anyone remember?
I think
You were
you.
unconscious
Maybe.
when a chandelier hit you.
Mhm.
Oh, yes,
Oh.
the chandelier. Yeah, okay, I'm just making sure. Yes, it is
Man,
the
what-
chandelier.
When Sia descended.
You just get the
Like
the
What ways to get knocked out?
yeah. Chandelier,
Death glare from Egg,
death glare from
chandelier.
the sea fury egg.
Moxie's been killed like twice by being stabbed, and you just die from really cool ways.
You hurry your way back to the
They are
ship,
that cool.
and the fog has cleared into this straight line that you can follow outwards. The team gets the ship off of the shallow, out of the shallows, and back into the open waters, and you take off. And Bosun, Cogster, Navigator Sykes, Psych, looks at the 5 of you. Our percentage was at 69%,
Nice.
and
Nice.
you pulled it through.
Oh, I forgot
Thank you.
to pull out the-
We are going. It is. You're already.
We are actively sailing away.
Gorgonzola seemed really nice, so I don't know why she said that.
Well, if you've cannibalized your almost entire other race, of course you would tell people not to trust the last ones that are remaining.
Was it her
I
race
don't know
or
if
just
anybody-
her coven?
Well, no, yes, her coven, but you know,
Okay.
most of your race.
I don't really understand hag race.
It's a general
Or
term. We're not.
Culture, as you will. I don't know.
Well, your first Burn will take solace in that.
Spend 2 more days at sea. And
I'll make
well.
another batch of cinnamon muffins.
everybody on the ship loves Canari.
That
They're
was
hesitant
not
about
as-
Moxie.
That's a
What?
15 for the muffins. So they're not as good as the first round, but like
You made
they're
the
fine.
muffins that you made were in like the heat of the moment. Like you knew that you had to put everything you had into them. This time you're so much more relaxed. You're open to mistakes. Like things happen. You don't add the little like spice, and they're okay. They're adequate, but they're better than anything you've had on the sea for a minute. Now, Jacob, roll me a d6.
All right.
4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
As you emerge from the fog 2 days later. It is dusk. But suddenly, the sky clears and you see stars. The clearest night sky that you've seen in a long time. And you find yourselves peering at an island almost barren of any signs of life. As you stare out into the darkness, at first it's not clear what you're actually looking at, but Canari, with the crazy dark vision and the ability to like pass it on if she so chooses, sees that this island is lifeless. The trees are dead. Coming in this way. There are ruins, rocks, crashed ships. You do see a lighthouse with a dim light guiding your way. And you go and you pull up to the dock and you get hitched. Moored. I know the proper terms. And you hear Captain Barbarossa say, "Welcome to the island of Hemrefelch. An island that was once a great kingdom of dwarves, but now is nothing but ruin."
So there's a lot of fun door stuff here?
There used to be a lot of fun dwarf stuff here.
Well, there are ruins of dwarf stuff here, though.
There are ruins.
Are there people?
That is not something
Well,
that we know. We
The
don't
lighthouse
know.
is lit.
The lighthouse is lit,
That might be a first good stop.
I believe. All lighthouses on these islands will be lit by magic. A permanent flame. No attendance.
But
There-
someone could still be in there.
Yeah. I have indicators to help us determine where we want to explore.
Ooh.
I just gotta remember where they are because my cookies refreshed. What's over here?
I wish my cookies had been fresh. I thought fresh cookies.
Yeah, wouldn't that be cool? Just like,
Wyatt, make us fresh cookies.
Okay. Sorry, I accidentally her list of things to do.
oh, I'll just get everything ready for next time.
Yeah, next time.
But
Next time.
you see mountains on this island, and at the top of the mountains appear to be stone fortresses, peaks, potentially the watchtowers that their doors would use to watch the lands and the islands around them to ensure that nothing evil comes your way. And what you can see from where you are right here, there appears to be a broken arch, many ruins, and then a giant chasm that seems to just split the earth. That's where we're gonna end it for tonight. So,
Nice.
you finally got to one of these 4 islands.
So
that you
the
need to get
actual
to.
islands we need to get to.
No conch.
Time.
Yeah.
No conch required.
Yeah.
The only place that you went to that wasn't one of these, the only place you didn't go to was the
Labyrinth.
tower with the labyrinth underneath.
Which we actually want to go to.
5 full days. 5 full days we have been here, and this is the first time we've gotten where we're supposed to be.
Whoops.
Look, maybe it's taking everyone else this long.
Oh my god, I didn't annoy Trixie
don't
enough, guys.
think-
Go, Trixie.
Okay, well, I mean, this is like random luck.
Yeah, I think RNG might be on their side more than ours. I'm sure some teams have already.
We'll
fucking
make
made
up
them
for it
off.
in the dungeons or on the floors that require not that.
Yeah, what you said.
Yeah, what I said.
So, starting when we come in next week, there are 5 points of interest that I have information for. So, you will know through however method. There is a ruined city here, ruined town, village kind of thing, kind of an extension of the Dwarven Kingdom. Those who chose to live on the surface for whatever reason, a giant chasm, the mountains, and the Kingdom of the Dwarves that is below it, the ancient abandoned kingdom, the western half, and then the eastern half. The crew will actually tell you that this sort of channel between the two islands is shallow, and the Dwarven Kingdom actually stretches below it to the other side. So you have to, if you want or need to get to the other side, you can go down here, go to the other side, and come up. And then there's another, there is a place that used to be like a village and home for miners, who, like the people that like not like children.
We know what miners are talking about, Deb. They're dwarves.
Not like children.
Huh. Well, should we
And
call?
that is it?
Yeah, so should we call? So next week we have a game here.
Yes.
2 weeks, no.
Then the 29th, yes.
One shot Christmas themed thing run by.
Yeah.
Where are you on my thing?
Wyatt.
Where are you on my thing? Where am I thing? This way? I think you're on my this way, maybe.
I'm
Well, I
bottom
don't
right
know.
on Twitch.
You're right there.
I did it right.
Right.
You're this way for me.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, Wyatt's right underneath me. There he is.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for Jerome to be the BBEG at level 10. It would be
Yeah,
Seems
I'm
good.
gonna lock Jerome in a cage, like in the Strixhaven book, where the frog in a cage is like, "He do be sitting though."
Yeah, he's just
Jerome's
sitting.
face.
He's just like sitting on his little tuchus,
Okay.
like a person.
Okay. So to
Wow.
end, follow, subscribe. See everyone next time.
Subscribe if you feel so inclined.
If you are so inclined, with the points,
All our
with the points,
socials.
all the socials. Bye.
Bye, everybody.